Okay, in our meeting, we discussed looking at the values of samples, looking at the analytical values of each sample as a function of distance along one of two potential pathways to Berries Creek. What we're looking at right here, I've digitized Never Touch Creek, and I converted it to a special line type that will allow us to attribute each one of these points, which I've just randomly digitized. We can attribute each one of these points with the value along this line, the cumulative distance rather along this line. One of the things that we can do is give it a search radius. We can tell it to only consider values that are within a distance of 10, 100, 150 feet of this line. It's something that we can set. And so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here on this line and just point out to you that each one of this line has been measured in 1 foot increments all the way down. So basically I run the tool to collect the data for each one of those points that fall within 150 feet about this line. And just for a proof of concept, what I've done is I've attributed each one of these points with a completely random value and one with a perfect value. Perfect value meaning as we progress down this line, the value becomes smaller and smaller. And once you convert that data into a table, you can then sort of plop it into Excel, and you can see that I've plotted these data. The red are just the random values for each one of those points, and the blue ones are perfect values. And you can see the cases here. You can, when you do this type of analysis, and it's really basic, but you can say, okay, we can report some sort of trend and the corresponding R-square value, and you can at least say, okay, it's totally random, or we do see some kind of trend. It's maybe a little bit more objective way of looking at the data as opposed to relying on visual inspection of dots and their colors, or at least maybe help in interpreting the data before making any kind of conclusions. So I hope it kind of illustrates proof of concept. We can talk more about it later if you like. Okay, thanks.